Wait, so what's she saying?
She's going to reveal a £20 billion black.
Right, but we've known about that for months, haven't we? The IFS said about it like 2 or 3 months ago.
Aye.
Right, okay, well, make sure you keep me posted of any other developments, won't you? I'll be right here on the edge of my seat.
You are such a prick.
It's time for an alternative paper review. First up to the Sun this morning, the People's Paper, who say Zara danced with a fractured leg. Yeah, this is day 297 of their Strictly exclusives. It says, Strictly Zara McDermott broke a leg bone in tough training for the last series. Broke a leg bone? That's right, Aid. Strictly Zara broke a leg bone in tough training. So presumably, just before she went out, like, onto the stage or into the dance rehearsal studio, probably somebody said to her, like, break a leg, Zara, right? And then,
Oh my God.
and then she did.
Jesus Christ.
But it says the star 27 was unaware and danced on in pain. Wait, what? How do you break something in your leg, remain unaware that you broke it, but then continue to dance in pain? How does that? Like, oh, I'm really sorry. I can't do the foxtrot with you. Well, why not? Well, I'm in agony here. Are you sure you haven't broken something? No, I don't think so. It's difficult for me to tell, 100%, because I've always danced like I'm hugely mobility impaired. Over to the Daily Star now, who lead with the story that Jennifer Aniston is hugely upset with Donald Trump's VP pick, JD Vance, for deigning to suggest that women without children don't have a stake in the future of the United States. This is in relation to recently resurfaced video of Vance from a couple of years ago in which he casts aspersions on Democrat faces like AOC and Kamala Harris, where he basically says, how can these Democrat women be trusted with the future of the country when neither of them have had children? They've got no stake in the future of the US. They've never given birth, so you just can't trust them. To which people with brains might reasonably respond, if giving birth to a human baby is a prerequisite to becoming president, how come so many men have managed it? I mean, the reality of this whole thing is that becoming a parent, having children, does make you look at the future in a completely different way. I'm fearful about the state of the world in a way that I never was before I became a father. But equally, I'm excited about the future and seeing what kinds of people my children grow up to be. As long as that kind of person is more of a Jennifer Aniston and less of an opportunistic sofa like JD Vance. This is what weirds me out about these people, is they are surrounded by proven, battle-worn political PR animals, aren't they? Agencies, consultants, who tell them what to say before they get up on that stage. Every phrase and slogan is focus grouped, every speech is proofread. Like, there are ways to say the thing that it is that I think that he's trying to say, without resorting to cruel, archetypal, cliche, sociopathic name-calling, like cat lady. There's ways you can channel that whole, since I became a father, I've been thinking about the future of this country, and I don't know if we can trust Democrats with the future of I am a father and family value. You could do that whole thing. I don't know if you really need to resort. And here's the reason you don't need to resort to it. It's because every single person in that Republican crowd that he's saying that cat lady stuff to, like, here's what the PR guys, the strategists, the consultants appear to have missed when they were proofreading that speech. It's like, every single one of those people will know somebody who has struggled to have children, who's gone through IVF, who desperately wanted to have a kid, but for some reason it just didn't happen. And this idiot's up there on the podium like, lonely cat ladies, lonely, barren cat ladies. All right, thank you. Comes off stage like, I think that should get us a few votes, huh? Finally to The Guardian, who revealed that Chancellor Rachel Reeves will shortly reveal a £20 billion hole in the public finances. Wow, that is a lot of money. 20 billion. That is, But, did you know you could cover about half of that if you just raised our corporation tax so it's in line with Germany's? Did you know that? So that's about half of it back. Maybe we could get another 10 billion clawed back from the COVID fraud. Also, did you know that studies reveal that if you borrowed 10 billion to fully socialised childcare, the parents that would then go back to work, plus the booming childcare sector, that would actually pay for itself and then bring back another 12 billion. So I guess we got it covered. No. Aid, what sort of fantasy utopia are you living in? Oh, right. Okay. Are we not all living in political fantasies anymore? Did that change at the election? Yeah, those days are done, I'm afraid. Hey, there's no room for economic justice with fraudsters. No room for a progressive tax policy, I'm afraid. I see. Okay, so where are they going to find the 20 billion? Well, probably the wealthy, actually, to be honest, because they've already ruled out national insurance, income tax, VAT. So it's more likely to be capital gains taxes like, stocks and shares and asset sales. But don't expect this to be reported accurately anywhere, pretty much. Instead, what they'll do is they'll take the total tax burden that they're about to saddle the country with. Right. So let's say that's 20 billion. And then what they do is they divide 20 billion by the number of actively working people in the UK. Yeah. And then they'll say, Labour's new tax plan is going to hit every person by an extra £600. Even though most of those people will never be touched by these specific tax rises. Right, okay. All right, good stuff. And there's nothing that we could do to rein in this reporting because there's no real newspaper regulator. Labour don't appear to harbour any aspiration to, currently make good on their commitment to do a Leveson Part 2, which means newspapers will continue to run riot and distort and contort our democracy, which means there's nothing we can do, is there, really? Except chow down on this sandwich we're given, smile and carry on regardless. Are you sure you're all right to foxtrot? Yeah, no, I can still dance. Yeah, I mean, it keeps popping out the socket, but I think I'm all right. Yeah, let's crack on.